Silly here coming at you with a new video, top 10 superpowers with pros and cons. Alright, so the first one, telekinesis. What that is being able to move things with your mind or just a swipe of your hand. So the pros to this is basically you can control anything and get whatever you want. But there are some cons. Like, you could kill a zillion people just by swatting at a fly. So that may not be too nice. Second one is mind control or mind reading. What this is being able to read people's minds or push thoughts into their heads and alter their reality. Some of the pros to this is that no one can lie to you. No one. They'd speak something, you know if it's a lie or not. What are some of the cons? No one can lie to you. So no matter what people are telling you, you always know the truth and you always know if they're lying or not. That can get really annoying. And also there's the obvious con of not being able to control that power and hearing every person around you's thoughts all jumbled up in like a big soup of voices. So yeah, that would suck. Third one, teleportation. Being able to physically transport yourself or someone else into a different spot in the entire world. Some of the pros for that is getting places wouldn't cost you a dime. You could go and see anything you want. And you can also send people to like a volcano if they piss you off. So some of the cons to that is you just might start thinking about the moon one day and accidentally pop yourself into the vacuum of space and die just by thinking that. So not being able to control that power kind of sucks too. The next one, instant regeneration. Any wound or cut would heal instantly. Like, some of the pros for that is that you can basically never be killed or get hurt, which means you don't have to spend money at the hospital. You can go and just slice off your arm and it just grow right back. Some of the cons for that though is you might just end up living forever and get really bored with that life. But wait, you can't die, so you're kind of stuck in like a forever torture because you want to die and you can't because you just instantly heal yourself. So that kind of sucks too. Super speed is next. You can move close to the speed of light. I say close to the speed of light because if you move at the speed of light, you're basically like time traveling. That's Einstein. Some of the pros for that is that you would never lose a race, ever. Having ran track, I would have loved that power because I would have loved to win all my races. And traveling also would not cost you much because you can just run places. Some of the cons for that one is, besides going through every pair of shoes you own, because I don't think any pair of shoes on the market today can handle that speed. What if you just wanted to walk somewhere? That would suck. You just wanted to take a nice stroll, a nice walk with your loved one, and then boom, you're gone. So yeah, that would also suck. Flying. Flying is next. Being able to soar through the skies. Some of the pros for that. Travel costs again. Not going to cost you a dime because you can just fly anywhere you wanted to. And it's also cool looking like Superman. Some cons for that though is you wouldn't be able to fly too high because of the lack of oxygen in the atmosphere. So, you fly too high and you pass out, then you die. Because you just free fall all the way down to the ground without a parachute. You'd also get really wet from the clouds, and the atmosphere is really wet and moist, so you'd be soaked every time. And landing would be a bitch because that would hurt, just coming down and just trying to land on your feet. But yeah. The next one is knowing the future. Knowing the future and what's going to happen before it happens. Some of the pros for that is that you could win any bet and never be taken by surprise. Some of the cons for that, though, is that you might get a little paranoid. Like, think of this. Think you saw your death, Buy Apple. You'd never eat an apple again and be terrified of apples for the rest of your life. And apples are delicious. I love apples. That would just make me paranoid, and that would really suck. I don't want to know when I die. The next one is super strength. Being able to move things far beyond the allowed physics of your body. Some pros for that. One hit KO. And also never having to ask people for help when moving. I've moved so many times and I've had to ask all my friends to help me move. I could just pick it up with a finger and just take my couch over there. Some cons for that. Hugging would be a challenge. Or just a slight tap on the shoulder might send your bae through the next wall. So that would also suck. Try fixing a relationship after you've thrown her through a wall. Yeah. The next one is invisibility. Being able to cloak your entire body and not be seen. So what are some pros for that? You guys are perverted. Perverted? I know what you were thinking. But yeah, you could basically get away from anyone quickly. Just being able to not be seen at all. Some of the cons for that, though, is like, what if you couldn't control that power and you had to stay invisible? No one would ever see you. That'd be a very lonely life. Next one is, it's not really a superpower, but I think in our day and age today, it kind of has to be. Unlimited or ultimate hacking or controlling of anything electronic. So this is basically means being able to hack into any electronic or anything connected to the internet. So what are some pros for that? Think of Watch Dogs times like a zillion to the zillionth power squared. In our world today, with all the electronics and everything being connected to the internet and being electronic and smart and technologically sound, this power is definitely OP. Like, you'd be able to control everything. So what are some cons for that one? To be honest, I really don't see one. So if you guys know a con for that one, put it in the comments below. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm on that all. The links are in the description below. If you like it, stay tuned for more videos because I'll be posting very soon. Thanks, guys. See you later.